That's the best croissant I've definitely had for sure.
Good morning everyone from Paris, France. This is our first time ever visiting, so we're super stoked. We only have 2 days here though, so we're cramming a lot in a little bit of time. So it's first thing in the morning and there's one thing we have to do first.
Alright, so we're really excited because we are trying authentic French croissants for the very first time. Look at that thing. That looks pretty good. Wow. Wow. That's so good. That's like better than I actually expected. The texture is perfect, the crust is just so flaky, and by then it's soft in the middle. Oh, it's just, wow. All right, you've got to try that now.
Okay, give it a try. No. It's like a religious experience. Don't enjoy it.
Okay, so we just tried to get into the catacombs of Paris, but unfortunately they're all booked up until after we have to leave. So I guess we'll have to save that for another trip.
Now that the catacombs we can't do, we're gonna walk to the Pantheon. Just do some, I guess, exploring. What do they call that in France? La Mire? La Fleur.
La Fleur?
We're gonna La Fleur today.
Wait, La Fleur means the flower.
What's the word for the one where you're strolling? I read a book about it.
Promener?
No.
Marcher?
I'll put it here on the screen, guys.
I'm grabbing a Lime scooter, and Liz over here has a bike.
So we decided to try out these Lime bike services for the first time ever. So you just have an app and you scan it and you get to ride it. So we're gonna go bike to the Jardin de Luxembourg to begin with.
That's what I'm taking.
All right, so without meaning to, we accidentally rented a motorized scooter and bike. So.
Oh, I knew this was motorized.
Oh, you knew. I didn't know mine was, so it was a surprise. It's just like assisted electronic one, so didn't realize the first time I'd be doing that was in Paris. But yeah, Alex is going to show you his bike. He's really excited. He wants me to try.
All right, this scooter is surprisingly fun. I feel like it's like the way to travel now. I want to rent these as much as we can when we travel to cities. But basically, you just kind of push yourself to get started, and then you push that down and it just goes.
That was fun, but it definitely is going to take some getting used to. We're not used to the Lime ride system. But anyways, we passed through by, I guess, the Parc de Luxembourg. But now we're actually headed to the Pantheon. So that's what we're doing now.
On our way to Notre Dame, we have this beautiful view of the River Seine. It's one of those famous sites that you hear about. And yeah, it's really cool. I love the architecture here in Paris. It's really cool. It looks very Parisian. Anytime you watch one of those movies, it looks just like that. So as you can see behind me, that's Notre Dame. But I completely forgot that actually back in 2019, there was this big fire. And I feel like such an American for forgetting that. But as you can see, it's definitely under construction right now. So maybe it wasn't the best time to visit Paris because so many of these places have been either full or closed. But it's still, or under construction. But yeah, it's, I mean, it's still, you can tell it's a really cool building. Just unfortunately, I think we'll have to come back to visit some of these places. So we just got done having lunch at, forgot the name of the place, but it's really, yeah, it's a really good vegan restaurant, and we had some French onion soup and a crepe, and now we're gonna go pick up those scooters again because that was way too much fun.
We are at the Louvre, which is the biggest museum in the world, and it's huge, and it's a gorgeous building. We actually aren't going inside because we A, just don't have a lot of time this visit, B, we've heard that like a lot of people just kind of, like there's so many pieces we wouldn't be able to even like scratch the surface. They say that it would take 100 days every day to see every single piece of art in this museum if you looked at each piece for only 30 seconds. So it's huge, but it looks really pretty from the outside, so we'll show you the outside. I can't get over how big this place is. It's insanely huge. The buildings just keep going. Alright, so as we left the Louvre, we saw in the distance a very famous sight. We're seeing the Eiffel Tower for the first time. The sun is starting to come down, so it looks super beautiful. We're going to go see it tonight for the light show. We wanted to at least show it to you briefly as we saw it for the first time. It's so cool seeing some of these famous sites for the first time in person. Like, I know they're touristy and blah blah blah, but it's like something I've seen my entire life. I felt the same way about the Sydney Opera House. Like, you see it your entire life, images of this, and it's cool to just see those things in person. Okay, so we are at the first of hopefully many, fingers crossed, Christmas markets here in Europe. This was kind of our big motivation in coming to Europe. I've heard that the Christmas markets are amazing, and it sounded super quaint and cozy and Christmas vibey, so I'm excited to experience it, and I'll take you guys with us.
Super excited about these things here. They are beignets, basically donuts, but better. It's nice and sweet. fluffy on the inside, but it's not too sweet. It's really good. A little bit crispy.
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas, boys in every store, in every store.
Alright, so we just got done with this big Christmas market here in Paris, La Magie de Noël, the magic of Christmas. It was really interesting. There was lots of good food, lots of junk food.
Like, we're gonna have to limit, if this is what Christmas markets are gonna be like, we're gonna have to like eat really healthy during the day to make up for this.
Yeah, or we're gonna have to just like walk all the way back to our hotel or something. Yeah. It was really good though. We didn't get to try everything we wanted to try, but maybe we'll come back tomorrow night because there's still a few things that I really wanted to try. Yeah,
but anyways, it was a cool experience. I'm glad we did it. It definitely started getting more crowded the later on in the night, like so bad that me and Alex were like, we gotta get out of here. So it's 8:20 and this, right about, I guess, maybe 15 minutes ago, it started getting super crowded. So yeah, that's good to know for us, because we don't like crowds. So the Eiffel Tower has a light show every hour on the hour in the evenings, and we're at the 9 p.m. one. It's sparkly. It's really beautiful. Great way to end the night.
See you tomorrow. So we are definitely running into some challenges here because of COVID. The information online is very limited, and we've been having a hard time finding how to get a pass sanitaire, the health pass. Some guy told us it's only for EU citizens, and we just don't know how to do this. Not a lot.
Online says a bunch of different things too.
You see all different things, so a little bit of a challenge, throwing a small wrench into our plans. There were two places we went into that require the COVID pass, or the French health pass, and we just showed them our vaccine cards and we were fine. Yeah,
they seemed like they were used to it, so yeah. I think
that's all you have to do.
Yeah, I think so. That's good to know. We didn't waste $90 on health passes.
Yeah.